Martin has introduced me a bit, so I just cut it short that in 2004, I attended my vaccination to the board in Germany, the company that I used to work for. And I said, I'm not going to make monies for my shareholders anymore. I turned over a new page. I wasn't retiring. I said I would devote the rest of my time trying to find out what life and death is all about. You know, what is the meaning of life? And since then, I have been pursuing that. Actually, I have been pursuing it for much longer, but in 2004, I have all the time I need. So I turned over a new page. I became a 100% volunteer for various activities, helping the temple, helping organizations outside. And I'm glad to see you all, because this is the first time that I saw that after a few classes, we were able to maintain a large number of very, I think, dedicated, attentive attendees or interested parties. All right. I am very comfortable to see all the old faces, but I'm more excited to see new ones. And there are a lot of new ones. All right. We have a new Pope, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And in a way, I am somehow linked to him as well. You know why? Because in my primary school times, I was educated in a Christian school. And then later on in junior high, I was studying in St. Francis Xavier. Oh! And then in my high school, the old days, I was learning in a college run by American and Scottish Jesuit fathers. So I know, and I still have contact with them, although they are pretty old these days. All right? But somehow I'm more linked and attached to Buddhism. And today, I was given a very interesting topic. This topic you all got this, right? That's it. It's a simple statement, but it is a statement that you cannot deny, nor can you negate it, right? Just look around you. Everything you see here, all we are together, or togetherness. Your family, your spouses, your partners, your friends, your home, your house, and you expand that to our galaxy, the universe. That's karma. Everything is karma. When I speak, it's karma, because it came from my mind. And my mind directs my knowledge center to govern my mouth to speak to you. That's karma. And you listen to it, it's your karma. So everything we experience is karma. So what is the definition of karma? Anyone can give me a simple
action. The word action.
Yes, it is action, but it's more than action. What is more than action?
Reaction?
That's good. Reaction.
It's intentional action.
Yes, that's it. The word lies with motive, intentional action. All right? So you make an act. So there are, of course, we can classify them into the body, the mouth, and the mind. But it has to have something to do with intention, motive. It has to be conscious, all right? So in brief, karma is just a conscious act. And this act will lead to a fundamental universal law, which is causality or cause and effect. And I can always link it to a scientific theory. Anybody who can recall their old days in schools about physics, what is the third law of Newton? Good. What is your name?
Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Go ahead.
For every action force, there's a reaction force.
Exactly, that's it. All right? And no one can escape that. The only difference is that that law applies to physics, according to Newton. But in Buddhism, not only to the physical world, it applies also to the mental world. All right? So, if I hold up this cup of tea, I have applied it an act, right? An intentional, conscious act. And I have to neutralize that somehow. I got to put it down, right? And if I don't put it down, it will always be there, and it will always be carried in my mind. All right? I can pass away, but my cup is always in the air in my next life. And I got to get it down somehow. As simple as that. Now, where can you see karma? Obviously, very obviously, what do you think where we can see karma?
DNA.
Wow, I go. Great, Sheila. Excellent. We can come to that too, yes. And what can you see through your DNA? DNA is the base, yes. So, where can you see it?
Everywhere. How
Yeah.
you look, your personality.
Sorry.
Everywhere. That's what I was going to say, everywhere.
Everywhere. Anybody else?
Your chromosomes?
Yes, DNA is in the chromosome. The genes is in the DNA. Same thing, right?
Okay, I have a better answer.
Good.
Than my first one.
Yeah.
Samsara. So everything around us, the
Yes.
whole of existence.
Yes, you can. But I'm looking for something more personal. Yes.
In your parents and your children.
Hey, that's a good one, but still not too personal yet.
Is
Yeah.
past life?
In your past, present, and future.
Yes, that's a good one.
Body and mind.
Yeah, that's it.
The sense?
You can see your own karma looking just in the mirror. Right? Look at the mirror. See your color, your height, your figures, your appearance. All right? So all your IQ, your EQ, your AQ. AQ stands for adversity quotient, all right? EQ is emotional, all right? And when you go out to work, Bob, by the way, this is more important than your IQ, all right? So unless you want to be somewhere a technician or a scientist, which is or who is secluded from the world, then this one works well. But otherwise, this will take priority. How to act and react with per people, right? So with high EQ, you will always get on top. And AQ and PQ is prosperity quotient. This means that when you are in adversity, Confucius said, danger lies ahead. All right? In your prosperity. And when you are down, don't be disappointed. Don't be upset because goodness, prosperity is lurking there. It will change according to the law of impermanence. All right? So you can see yourself, all your karma is there. And why is your karma there? Great. You put your karma there. Because karma, as I said, or we've gone through that, right, is only an intent, a conscious action by body, mouth, or mind. All right? So you put your karma there, and you can change your karma accordingly. And you can actually look at yourself and observe the change or the changes over time, and you practice something. Not only Buddhism, though, you can see the change if you practice any other good religion. All right? So I wanted to show you something just to let it sink into our mind. All right? Karma can be seen in many different ways. All right? This is karma. The sand and the mud is karma. All right? And every day you are shaking it. We never let it go nor rest in peace. And the water is always muddy and turbid. But when you go to meditation, something happened. It sinks. So the karma precipitates. And the deeper you meditate, the clearer the water becomes. That's it. But don't forget one thing. You still have the karma there. You still have to get rid of it. All right? Whether it's good karma or bad karma, these are karmas that have kind of inherited in your body and your mind and every cell of it into your DNAs. All right? So later on, if we have time, I can go more into the DNA part. It is actually my expertise. I like to talk about it, all science methods. Okay, now comes if you are going to be rebirthed, all right? So this is karma, is that right? You can also change it into a different body. And this body, manifested by your own karma or your DNA, is not that good because you don't see the light of day. Right? It's opaque. So sometimes, if we did something stupid, we can be very naive, ignorant, silly, greed, all right? Anger, hatred. See? Or, simple, you can be in a bottle, which is a bit more transparent. But all the karmas are encapsulating you. So I can basically say we are all equal because we are the same pack of energy. Same as Buddha. Same as Andrew. Right? Same as Bob. say I'm Florence, say I'm Greg, no difference. But we are, each of us, encapsulated and imprisoned by our own karma. And when you cultivate, let's see, you are peeling the karma off, yeah, layer by layer, one by one, right?
Is that like plastic?
And that is not easy to peel off. You see that, right? It takes many lives. Some, it takes only one life. Knowing is easy. Changing your will is easy. Because when you learn, you study, you contemplate, you learn, and you say, oh, this is right. And that is correct. But sinking it in, changing your habit, is extremely difficult. Right? You know that it's rude to say something, but when the situation comes, you still swear, right? You still hate that person.